Well, late night game binging is over. Sorry about the low audio quality or low volume on that one. We'll try to keep it to a minimum. But we have been playing this game when we left off. It was the conclusion of the early summer turn, and right now we are finishing up the late summer. So we've been doing a bunch of moves. Had some technical issues, and I had to do some erasing of a one battle, and instead of editing it all out and trying to put scenes in, I just erased it all. So we have been coming through now. The battle in particular was one at Penobscot. It was Old Putnam versus a garrison unit, and he had House Fleet there. I think through our playthroughs on our last learn through before this game, we counted these fleets strength points as strength points for land units. That number three only comes into effect when the fleets are versing fleets. The only thing a fleet does is gives you that -1 or +1 modifier on the battle dice. So yeah, we went ahead with the first incarnation of the battle, and we used the old house fleet as strength points. But my opponent said he thought I was doing it wrong, and sure enough, yeah, he was right. So you learn something new every day, and as a matter of fact, it would have been more advantageous to us to have did the battle the way that I was doing it. So he didn't get it. As a matter of fact, Howell lost that battle and to retreat back to Halifax with a disruption marker on him, and he came back to me on the G log and says, "I think we did that wrong." And I went through it, and I'm pretty sure he is, because in that battle, the House fleet suffered a step loss, and you could see there's no step loss for these. So we've yet to have a fleet-to-fleet battle to where you use that number three in my learn through and in this game. So if he ever gets any opposing fleets, we'll go through that mechanic and see how that works. But as far as employing them along the coast or with land units, they only provide a positive or negative modifier. So there you go. And like I said, I'm trying to dilly-dally around here and keep him preoccupied, but I think the jig is up, and he knows I'm going for Halifax. If I can get Halifax, I win the game. He's only got one strength point in there, but he can move somebody in the sea. That's why I didn't on this move here move him all the way up, because if I would have moved him here, he would have known I was all on it. I mean, I think the guy could see what's going on, but he had a question mark, wondering why I did not move all the way up to St. John's if I was going for Halifax. So that's why I only moved two. He was here at Brunswick. He got his full movement factors, and instead of moving up here, I stopped there, hoping not to give my hand away. But it is all important die roll for initiative. Now I've had a couple ties and a couple restocking of cards, and you can see here we've played a couple. As a matter of fact, he played one down here, something that moved my political will down one, and I psychologically fucked with the next turn playing that card and moving him back up two. So he moved me down one, I moved back up two. But as far as strategy goes, I don't like having those political will cards in here. I just assume get rid of them and get some of these extended march and battle cards. So I'd like to get rid of this one, but man, this could be a hell of a game changer too. This could be a game winner if you played or employed the right time. So that's where we're at now. I'll give you a little drop in with the latest die roll on Vassal for a very important last impulse of the late summer. Like I said, if I can get Burgoyne there, the only thing is -3 die roll modifier for a freaking fortress. I mean, it's all a matter of getting there. It will be half of the accomplishment if you don't get no reinforcements in there, but I get one shot, and I'll need a high die roll to win the game. I think if I get Halifax, it's worth 2 to the left, and that'll nail his political will. All right, that is it. He's brought in all of his reinforcements. I don't know how much I skipped through this whole late summer turn. Like I said, here's the generals and everything. Lincoln is in precarious position. There you go here. That's about it. Our militia's got to watch out how to move those militias. So we'll be back with the initiative die roll. All right then, in this stage of the game, we're gonna need to find out on this initiative die roll limiter. If he wins, does he go for Lincoln? Does he reinforce? Or does he do something else? That's one of the unpredictable things about my opponent. He's already brought those from Europe units into Portsmouth. I would have thought for sure it was a gimme to bring him into Quebec. So we'll find out what his choice is. If I win the initiative, I got one shot at Halifax. So if he wins, we'll see if he takes the bait and messes with B. Lincoln, or if he smells the fact that I might have an extended march card and I'm going for Halifax. He could ship some units out. He's only got, let me see, 4. Yeah, 4 in Boston. We'll be back. Okay, this will be interesting. I have won the initiative. So there you go. I've taken it from the British. No ties here, my friends. And our little battle. Oh, I said earlier that he came from Brunswick. I think he might have come from Halifax, Fort Halifax, when he came in there. And we had that little battle we had to redo. But right now, he is there. I will roll for his initiative on the vassal log. If he wins, he's heading on up here. Now, I think he's going to suffer, a line of communication penalty too? Yeah, he will. So I'll be going with a -3 die roll modifier and about a 2 column shift in his favor. Yeah, I can't attack right now. All right, hold on a second. Illusions of grandeur, getting too excited until reality slaps you in the face. And that's why, earlier in the videos that I had to erase, I kind of foreshadowed and seen this coming. That was why it was a big thing for me to try to get some of these magazines. We need to establish a magazine, so let's get up there. We'll stay here for now. We won't show our hand, because like I said, he was wondering why I didn't go all the way up there. Well, mister, I'm not going all the way up there because I need a supply line. I can't attack you without a line of communications. I'm getting ready to do that right now. Oh, you know what though? I think between seasons you do your magazines. That's what it is. All right, so I got to wait till the change of seasons. I think it's between fall and winter. When do you do your magazines? We'll find out right now. It's real important. We'll be right back. Fudge, we got a long time to go. Available magazines, early spring. Foils my plans. Fall, winter, spring, early spring. We still got 3 action cycles. All right. We gotta rethink this then. What do we need to do? We need to take care of him. He's gonna get whacked. So we gotta give him an escape route. This will be put on hold. But we gotta get a magazine up there. It's the good thing I didn't move up there. He's only got 1 strength point up there. We'll see how long that lasts. But that's our only hope for a quick victory, with his political will teetering on 2. Let me look at strategies. We'll be right back. But yeah, the old quick dash to Halifax is gone. I could get there. I could attack. I got the cards to get there. I'll be attacking with the 1 to 4 or 1 to 3 minus modifiers. Ain't gonna work out. Be back. All right, with our Halifax operation put on hold, it is of the utmost important that we rescue old Lincoln. We need to give him a retreat route. That retreat route is here at Saratoga. We get to Saratoga with Ward. Ward has, he's got nothing but militia. What's keeping him from going there? The militia can't current travel into another region. Ouch, with the mechanics of the game, but I like it because it's good. Real world restrictions. So that'll take care of that idea. Oh, what do I do? I guess I could activate Lincoln and have him attack. Yeah, activate Lincoln. He's going to make a bold beeline down there and attack. He'll be attacking without a line of communications, though. Can he muster? There's nobody to muster, nobody next to him. All right, so we're going to, I think, activate Lincoln. He's going to move down here and attack with a 0 line of communication penalty. Oh, wait. If he gets there, though, he's got a line of communications going through. Okay, I think he'll be all right there. How does it work out that way? We'll be back with a die roll for, this will be my last action pulse of the late summer action cycle. 5 or less. Alright, Lincoln gets it. So, do we leave anybody behind? No. Well, he's got 3 anyway. No, we're getting out of Otter Creek and heading on down here to Saratoga, I guess, for the big battle and his survival. There you go. Because then once he gets there, he can run a line through here and all the way through. We're good. That is how you rescue Lincoln. We'll be back. All right, then. Lincoln activated from Otter Creek. He'll move down here to Saratoga. My opponent rolled a 2, which meant his unit was able to withdraw. He's withdrawn him over there to Battle Borough. Lincoln now at Saratoga with luckily for this little crossroads here, nice little link, and he is back in his line of communications, rolling for the next initiative. And it'll be the last action pulse for the late summer action cycle. We're back with the British win of the initiative. His first move was to get O'Howe's fleet. Got pulled out of Penobscot with a lost battle into our good old spot of Halifax. There you go. We'll find out what his activation is on his action pulse. Alright, he rolled a 2 for Burgoyne's activation. And with that activation, he is moving Burgoyne over here to Brunswick against 3 militia, leaving a 1 British strike point behind, trying to put the kibosh on any retreat from Washington. Good move. We'll be back. We'll be rolling for their retreat. Another thing is I can see Washington has a back trail coming out of here. I don't know if my enemy's seen that, but yeah, even though he's got this spot, he's still got one little wiggle room out. Whether that leads me to any line of communication, though, yeah, that could be. Maybe that's what he's all about. He knows that once he gets this spot, my line of communications, I think it's line of communications cut already. Oh no, I'm in a key spot. That's true. This will just be like a retreat spot if I get attacked. If I get attacked, I can still retreat back here, but this here's a key spot, so I can get supply source. We'll be back. Rolling for retreat roll. We'll get these guys out of here. We got too many negative modifiers in that battle, so we'll try to get them. Oh, where am I at here? Out of Brunswick, up to Penobscot with Putnam. Still staying within their region. We'll be back with the result of the retreat roll. Need a 1 or 2. No retreat for us today, so we will have to have the battle. Hopefully we roll high. Bad die roll. And there you go. Modifiers will be a +1 for Burgoyne. The 2-to-1 attack. Another +1. We're at +2. Regulars versus militia, another +1, so we'll get a +3. So he will have a 12 under the 6 table. 12 under the 6 table. Ooh, not good. So he gives me, I suffer 2 hits. We are rolling with no modifiers, I believe. With a 3. We have 3 strength points. With a 3 is nothing. So we'll lose the battle and lose 2 strength points. Here's ours was with a 3 strength points, militia. And there you go. I think we'd even be going with a -1, so it'll only be a 2. So yeah, we only get a little pip. And he will have a 12 with 6, same. -2, so we'll -2 of these boys here. And these boys can retreat. I'll say, be back. Alright, then Burgoyne and his British regulars putting a foot down. Inflicted some good casualties in the militia retreated back to Penobscot. We still have a line of communications with Norwich, that little trail. We'll be back. The initiative stays with the British, and with their action pulse, they attempt to activate Burgoyne, but he rolls a 6, so he'll only get 2 movement points. With those 2 movement points, he's moving into Halifax and leaving some units here for garrison, effectively cutting Washington off from any future retreat route, if it stays that way, unless I get them rescued within my turn. We'll be back. Burgoyne leaving 3 at Brunswick and taking 3 to Halifax. Also wanted to make note of the fleet, Old Howe's fleet, moving on into Fort Halifax. There you go. We're up to date. When we come back, it'll be my last action pulse of the late summer 1776. Also, that moves there, he's completed his encirclement of Washington. You can see here all of my retreat routes have been vacated. So luckily for me, it's my impulse. We'll just break on through. Although if we get here, we're still cut off. Oh, we'll have to find out how and where and why to rescue Washington's army. Be back. All right. Well, Norwich is not cut off. It's a supply source, so I'm good on that point. The only thing I got to worry about is if I get attacked and I get a retreat result, I have no place to go, and Washington will have to surrender. So we got to get a pathway opened up. I guess the only obvious one would be against 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll take that. I get to take this off of him. This will be my attacking force. If we can get that out of there, that gives me a retreat path in case I got attacked. But we want to hang on to Norwich. That is a good supply source. You can see how everything's kind of moving around. It's a great game. Having a good time at it. We're getting ready to move into fall, though. All kinds of stuff happens, so we kind of have to reposition, or rather pre-position. Oh, let me look and see. I think that's it. I think Putnam will be the man of the hour. Or should we do the Army of the North? I kind of like the Army of the North blocking him there. That's a good little crossroads. Yeah, we'll go ahead with Putnam. Check out his result of his activation die roll. And then Putnam with a 4 ekes it on out. Now just move 1. Oh, can't he even move there? Is that connected? Oh yeah, they got a little connection there, a little dotted line. Could be a little bit better on the on the map. All right, we'll move in there then. Find out what he wants to do with Burgoyne. We'll be back waiting on an email. Burgoyne's attempt to retreat die roll, and he passes because I believe he needed a 5 or less. Yeah, so he's good. Find out what his retreat path is. All right, then a little bit of a retreat before combat earns him a disrupted marker. We gotta remember to be putting those things on there. So anyway, Norwich feeding Putnam. So I guess these old boys had their line of communication cut. Oh, we'll just see what is up with that. Coming down here. I'll have to do that over. We'll be right back. All right, we're going to keep that result because when he moves into this space here, he has line of communications. So there you go. His lines would have been cut if he stays there. He would have had no line of communication there. And he had none here, but when he moved there, he had some. So we're good to go. We'll keep that result. Let me remind my opponent of a little question I had, because he did protest, so we'll be back. All right, that'll be the end of that action cycle. There you go. Administration phase. Advance the year turn marker. We did that already. It is now the fall, 1776. Checking for reinforcements. Be right back. Alright, reinforcements placed. He had to bring reinforcements directly, it said, into an occupied port. So he brought 3 British regulars and added 2 Germans to the one that was already in there, so that makes it 3. And he has moved some generals around. He has abandoned his leader in Quebec. He put Fraser, I think, there at Battlebrook, or no, Grant, from Quebec to Albany. And I think that might be about it for his generals moving around. I abandoned my general here at Northfield and brought Grant, or Ward rather, down to Hartford. I got a plan for him to, what do you call it, summon or shoot. Old muster is the keyword we're looking for here, so there you go. We were up on it. He was able to bring in his Lake Fleet. I was supposed to bring my Lake Fleet in, but I guess I was supposed to have Ticonderoga under my control because I can't bring it in. It is occupied by the British, so well, I lost out on a Lake Fleet reinforcement. We will get ready to roll for the first late fall, or rather fall, impulses. Here we go, 4 of them in that one. British headed last. Ready to go. Make sure we did all our homework. Reinforcements are taken care of. Generals are taken care of. What else do we do? Transfer, promoted, demoted. We're back to the action cycle. Way back. Continuing on with our first moves of the fall. And my opponent was able to bring in some units in the Portsmouth. Now what he's done with his first turn was reinforce the Army of the North. So he brought some troops on in and marched them straight on in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was able to get them in. I think they must have come in here. So he brought in about how many? 6 or 7 units, 6 or 7 strength points for reinforcements. Didn't have to come from the box, directly to a port. So there you go. Now my turn. I am moving my Army of the North from Sheboygan into Norridgewock for a little battle with Kepphausen. Now it's an even battle, but I'm hoping my army modifiers are adding an extra leader helps. Now I'm going to play a card. We had a little bit of a back and forth with my opponent, and we're going to allow him to play a card now too. I was kind of the mind that this was only for the attacker, but he says that counterattacking means he can throw one too. But I'll give it to him. I'll admit when I'm wrong. So he has a card to play too. We'll see what the modifiers are. So we gotta set our clocks forward. That's an old clock. And we got bad habits of staying up late and playing games for the last 2 or 3 weeks of my gaming season. We're gonna try to finish this one up. If we can keep my opponent's moves coming on in, we'll be back. Alright then, battle. Look at something like this. I wanted to attack, couldn't get that over that threshold. We're counting on +5 die roll modifiers. Not much difference. So we're just hoping on some luck. Sometimes you just gotta take a chance. So that's what we're doing. We'll be back with the 2 die vassal die roll. Alright, good result, but probably not what we're looking for. We'll find out what the bad news is here for the colonials. We'll be looking underneath the 10 table for each one. Let's see here. 10 strength points with a our total score. Here's the total scores for both of us. There you go. Modifiers and die rolls. So all the way to the bottom for the 10 chart is 2. And all the way to the bottom for the 10 chart is 2, so it's a tie. But I'll have to retreat. So the Army of the North, both of us taking 2 hits. We'll be back. Alright then, both of us taking our hits. Another key thing in this battle would have been, make sure we have a lot of communication, which we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still had 2 to spare, so we're still good there, but unfortunately, we will retreat. Be right back. All right, just for record, we fought those Germans before, and we have suffered by their hands the last time. They're all come up with a Pyrrhic victory, and they withstood another one. There's a little lesson to be learned. Like I said, we took a little chance at the die roll and lost that one. All right, well, that was it for my action pulse. We'll send it on off, and by tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have a response. We'll be back. All right, we get to keep on going. And for the British turn, old Fraser is going to muster himself 5 strength points from Portsmouth, leaving 1 there as a garrison. Oh, alrighty. And that'll take care of his action pulse. We will be back as old Fraser boost up to not quite his limit. He can command 10 strength points. With the addition of that 5, that'll be 9. Be back. Alright, well, I'm in the north, beefing itself up. He's up to 16 there now. He brings in more reinforcements. He's got 9 or 10. Yeah, we might have to do something about that, but that'll take care of his action pulse right here. And it will be mine next. Oh. Alright, look at my cards over here. Okay. We will check that out. We'll be right back. Alright, well, Army of the North got its disrupted marker off there. And it kind of tells me something. He could have attacked with a nice little, maybe not. I would have suffered an extra strength point loss if I would have retreated. But anyway, we're looking down here. We might have our hand forced upon us. Find out what we can do about stalling old Fraser. We'll be back. Hoping our little push towards Quebec would have taken their attention, pulled them back some, since it was a total disaster. We're gonna take care of Washington. Norwich is the key. It's supplying all my units up here. Way too long of a line of communications for anything back here. So Norwich is the key. Looks like we're gonna have to maybe just try to stall. We gotta think of a long-term plan. We'll be back. All right, I think we figured something out. We're gonna try to activate old Ward. Hopefully he gets a good roll. He needs a max roll. Oh, come on, Ward. We'll be back with the vessel die roll. Yeah, Ward, you done let us down. You can only move 2. We'll see if we can make this work. He'll take this one with him. It'll be 1. Take this with him. 2. He'll land there with Lee. Alright, let's see if we can make this work here. I'll pick everybody up. Well, we'll see what we'll pick up. Let's first see if we can. Alright, I need 2 more. I'm going to get 2 more movement points and go. Here's what I basically want to do. 1, 2, and take me into Portsmouth. Got 2 more movement points. We'll be right back. Alright, when the smoke clears, we're leaving 1 militia with C.H. Lee, 1 in Northfield, and I believe C. Ward is on Portsmouth with 10 strength points. My opponent has a chance to withdraw, but if he fails, I overrun, and I believe that'll be it. I started here. Let me see. 1, 2. Got a card. 3, 4. That'll be an extent of my right. Oh, I can't get to my spot. That is messed up. That is messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm stuck there. Alright, well, it is what it is. I'm there with 10 strength points of militia. They can only stick around this area. They can't go across the border in the yellow. But I do have 10 strength points. I'm trying to get up here to Charlestown at least. We'll see what happens. We'll be back. All right there, Gilbert. Hang in there. We're on it. There's a such thing in this game as militia maximums per colony. And New Hampshire's maximum is 6. And Massachusetts maximum is 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in Massachusetts. Ward has been cut down dramatically from 10 to 6 in his maximum. And we had to add another one down here where he started from. Connecticut. What's their maximum? You can see it on this chart. Most of the maximums for Connecticut is 6, so we're well below that. We're seeing only 3 in Connecticut. So there you go. Gotta watch all that stuff. There's only a certain amount you can have in each colony. Alright. We'll be back. That'll be it for my move. Oh, didn't get to where I wanted to get. We wanted to get right here to block any resupply to the Army of the North. We'll see what my opponent wants to do with his fall 1776 second to last action pulse. Alright then. My mistake is I look up at the board. We're ready to roll for initiative, so that'll be key. Now if he wins the initiative, I think I'll have to play a card on him here, requiring him to attack. Now it'll be any attack, but as long as he keeps from moving anybody into Charlestown. So that's what the whole card. I'd like to save this card for a different time where I can maybe move his political will, but we really need to keep him from reinforcing Ticonderoga, if that's what he's going to do. So we'll be back. Well, we cannot let him have an action pulse. So in this virtually live session, the only difference is the only thing slowing me down is going back and forth from this map. So we got this nice little, almost a live game session going on here. I am going to send him my vassal log. It's a paramilitary repressive measures card. He will have to move at least one force to have battle with the colonial forces action pulse. So hopefully we will foil any plans he had to reinforce Ticonderoga. You never know. Just taking a chance. I got my plans, so we will see what is up. We'll be right back. Alright, I guess he's gonna get there through hook or crook. And I have to give him a tip of the cap. He is leaving 11775 loyalists at Brattle Brook and moving the rest to Saratoga to attack Lincoln in his 3 strength points. That's gonna be like a 3 or 4 to 1. He's got more movement points. He's got 4. He's only using 1. No matter what, I guess he's gonna get back there or get to his little spot. We'll see what's up. I will attempt to retreat. We got more strength points back there. Oh, let me see if he can keep on moving. Oh, 1. He can't go this way. 2, 3, 4. He can get right on in there. Oh, that was a waste of a card. I have to make a stand here. We'll make a stand here. We can't leave. He can't advance after combat if I retreat 1 back there, so. Or if I retreat now. We'll make a stand here. We'll be right back. Alright, the battle's on. And my opponent tracing a line of communication this way. 1, 2, 3, 4 to a port that is occupied. My line of communication is 1, 2, 3, 4 to Norwich. I'm gonna check that out for the battle because I thought I had him, but he's got it. All right, we'll be back now. It gets worse for me. Everything's pretty much the same, but I do not have a battle card. So he's looking at a +5, and I'm only looking at a +2. Oh, 2. Oh no, he's got a +4. That's right. Let me check out these B generals. I think they're only a +2 Dyro modifier. Yeah, B general, only a 2. So he'll be rolling with a +4. And I'll be rolling with a +2. Oh. Alright, nothing else I think I can do. Let me see what else the total. If he's got any other modifiers, I'll be right back. Alright, +4. But there's a 2-to-1 attack, so I thought it was a +5 earlier. So he'll be getting a +5. And I'll only be getting a +2. Ooh, let's see what we can do. We'll be right back. Alright, 3 + 5. Oh. I'm up to 8. I get a 4 + 2. Moves me up to there you go. We've got a battle chart here. First under him, he will have 7, 8 strength points within 8. There you go. I will have, under 3 strength points, a 6. And I will suffer 1 step loss and mandatory retreat. Oh, I'll be right back. Right then, I was mistaken. I believe I will accomplish my mission because there is no advance after combat in this game. When you're done with your round of combat, you're done. The other way you could have advanced if I would have retreated before combat. So there you go. I took my licks, and I'm still blocking his way. There you go. We'll take that. All right, we make sure everything's cool. Correspond with my opponent, and it should be my action pulse. Oh, we'll be back with some virtual live play. Don't know how long this will go on, but I'll ask him that right now. We'll be back. All right, unfortunately, this will be the last move. My opponent will not have access to his computer, or something's going on where he has to be off of it. I guess it is getting kind of late, so yeah, we had a good time. I can still take my moves. It will be my turn. I can take off the disrupted marker. Figure out what I want to do. We've got him blocked. Oh, what kind of plan did we have up our sleeve? We need to get somebody to Washington for reinforcement. Let me see what's up. We'll be back. All right, now another aspect of this game that neither of us are really employing is the building of fortresses. But you don't dare kill an action pulse. Rolling for a build permit, gaining it, losing a whole turn. So at least not where I'm at now. I don't know about my opponent, but I could use them. It's just they take out the whole action pulse. So let me make sure that real quick. Yeah, I was correct. It does take an action pulse. You can complete it because when you spend your action points or movement points, and you don't move when you use up your action pulse, the next turn it's free to complete it. It just gets flipped from the build side to completed. So that is that answer to that question. Like I said, nobody's had a chance to build any forts. Let me see what I want to do with my second to last fall 76 action pulse. We'll be right back. Alright, wanted to activate a ward. Unfortunately, he rolled a 6. I think he can still get where we need to go, and that is 1, 2 with his 2 movement points into Norwich with the army under Washington. Now I'm going to take all 6 of my militias because this is a useless space. It's not a key space. I can care less about it. But my militias can't go anywhere outside of Norwich. These militias have to stay within this gray area here, and there's a 6 militia maximum in New Hampshire. I gotta abide by it, but we'll put him in here right now. We'll be right. As a matter of fact, we're gonna keep him a little bit separate. We'll keep him in the hex, but I don't think I want him to move with Washington. And we might just leave old Ward with him. Separate army. That'll take care of my action policy. keep this going. Oh, I thought we would. I tried. My opponent has to call it a night. Alrighty. Well, that'll be it. I'll send this off and see you guys next time.